Hi, I'm back in the kitchen and today I'm going to share with you my own recipe that I've been working on for quite some time and I think I got it just about perfect. It's for peanut butter, oatmeal, chocolate chip cookies. It's easy to make, only 5 ingredients and gluten-free. I hope you like it. So let's get started. The first thing you need to do is to preheat your oven to 325, and while that's heating you could assemble your ingredients, which will be 1 cup of peanut butter, half a cup of brown sugar, half a cup of oatmeal, 1 egg, and about 1/3 cup of chocolate chips. So get yourself a large bowl, and the first thing you're going to do is put your peanut butter into the bowl. Now I am using an organic, all-natural peanut butter. And so the only ingredients that are in that would be peanuts, organically grown, and some sea salt. And when you open up the jar, you'll notice that there'll be some oil sitting on the top of it. What you need to do is you need to give it a really good stir and mix the more solid peanut mixture that's at the bottom of the jar with the oil. Just to make sure that you get it mixed up properly. So I'm going to add that first, and then I'm going to add my half a cup of brown sugar. It says it's golden sugar on the bag. You can get the darker, the lighter brown sugar, whichever one you prefer, really doesn't matter. And when you're mixing it up, just make sure that you get out any lumps. If your brown sugar happens to be a little bit lumpy, make sure that you get the lumps out. And I'm just hand mixing this. You don't need to use a mixer for this. I'm going to add 1 egg, and we'll mix that in. And then when you get the egg mixed in, you'll see it feels like it's getting a bit thicker, actually, the mixture, when you're adding the egg in, which is what it's supposed to do. Okay, and then I'm going to add in my half a cup of rolled oats. And in this case, I am using gluten-free rolled oats. You can use regular, if you don't care if it's gluten-free, you can use regular oats. I've tried it with the large rolled oats and it came out perfectly fine. But I wanted to make this recipe gluten-free, so that's what I'm using here today. And it doesn't take very long to mix it up. And it's getting quite stiff, which will be good for when we put the mixture onto the cookie sheet. And the last thing I'm adding is some dark chocolate chips. These are, there's about 1/3 cup here. You don't have to add in any chocolate chips if you don't want. It's totally up to you. And also for peanut butter, as I said, I'm using the natural peanut butter, but you could use just a regular peanut butter. You could either use smooth or crunchy. Either or, it doesn't really matter. It basically will pretty much turn out the same. So with the chocolate chips, you just have to work it a little bit to make sure that they get evenly distributed throughout your mixture. Otherwise, you'll have some cookies with lots of chocolate in it and others with not so many. And that's it. Now, how long did that take me? Like a couple minutes to mix that up by hand, and it's ready to be put on the cookie sheet. So let me show you the mixture here. I have my cookie sheet ready here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the dough and roll it in my hands and just form little balls, and we'll spread those out on the cookie sheet. See how many we can get here. Make sure your cookie dough balls are spread out evenly, and then take a fork and just mush them down a little bit, because these will not spread out that much. Just make sure the edges are fairly even and there isn't any loose pieces when you do this. And then as soon as your oven is ready, has reached the temperature, then we're going to put it in on the bottom rack. And we're going to let it cook for 10 minutes on the bottom rack to start. All right, set my timer for 10 minutes. Okay, we're at the 10-minute mark. So I'm going to take these and, yeah, they're still a bit soft in the center. So I'm going to put that up on the top rack and I'm going to put it on for another 6 minutes. And we'll check it at 6 minutes, and if they're getting really brown, we'll take them out. If I think they're can go over another minute, we'll give them 1 more minute, but let's just wait and see. Okay, 6 minutes is up. And I'm going to take these out and look at them. They feel stiff and they're not really too brown, but they do look like they're well cooked. So now what I'm going to do is put them on a hot trivet here and just let them cool for at least 10 to 20 minutes before I take them off to give them a taste test. I ended up getting 25 cookies out of this recipe. If you like, you can double it up and then you get about 50 cookies out of it. They look and smell amazing and I'm sure they taste great, but rather than taking my word, I've asked our resident cookie thief to come and try them out and let us know.
Yeah, sure. Smell good.
It's a new recipe I'm trying.
Ooh.
So what do you think?
Excellent.
Excellent. All right. So he says they're great. I'm sure you're going to love them as well. And if you like peanut butter and a chocolate combination, you're going to love my chocolate covered peanut butter ball recipe coming up here. Check it out. You've been watching the Simple Living channel, and my name's Lori, and this is a Cookie Thief. And if you like this recipe and these cookies, I hope you'll give me a thumbs up. Have a great day, everybody. All right. Bye-bye.